Marcus Buchecha Almeida is looking a lot leaner than usual after wrapping up a training session at the prestigious American Top Team gym this week. The jiu-jitsu community is abuzz with excitement as the legendary Buchecha teased his imminent return to the One Championship ring. After a grueling training session that left him dripping with sweat, the Wizard of the Mats took to Instagram to drop a tantalizing hint. Friday, grappling to finish the week strong. The sport is MMA, but jiu-jitsu is the key to my W. Since transitioning to MMA full-time, this Brazilian powerhouse has been virtually unstoppable. With each victory, he continues to climb the ranks towards a world title, and many are already speculating that he could be in line to face the winner of the upcoming bout between Arjan Bular and Anatoly Malikin for the coveted one heavyweight world title. Buchecha has proven himself to be a true master of his craft, continuously fine-tuning his skills and dominating opponents with a blend of flawless grappling and powerful striking. In fact, if there was an award for Most Improved Fighter, he would undoubtedly be the frontrunner. With an impressive record of 4-0 and a string of impressive submission finishes and ground-and-pound victories to his name, this 33-year-old phenom has already established himself as a force to be reckoned with in the MMA world. However, it was his win over former interim world title challenger Kirill Grishenko that truly cemented his status as a top contender and earned him the respect he deserves. As fans eagerly await his next potential match, rumors are swirling that he could face off against heavyweights Odi Delaney or Amir Aliakbari, both formidable opponents in their own right. But no matter who he steps into the ring with next, one thing is certain. Heavyweight fights in one championship are always a spectacle to behold. Fellow BJJ fighter Tye Ruotolo, on the other hand, thinks that one championship should introduce a new weight class. While we're not sure what Buchecha thinks about that, let's see Tye's justification for this move. The 20-year-old grappling prodigy, Tye Ruotolo, will step back into the ring for a highly anticipated submission super fight against none other than the reigning one middleweight world champion, Reinier de Ridder, on May 5th at the One Steebank Center in Colorado. But before he steps into the circle, Ruotolo took some time to speak with the MMA superfan to share his thoughts on the possible expansion of submission grappling weight classes within the One Championship organization.
I think creating a higher weight class, would be smart. There's a lot of good, guys in around the 190, 200-pound weight class. So creating one for that would be convenient for me. I don't like cutting weight too much, So.
Tye is, of course, moving up a weight class from his normal lightweight class to middleweight in order to match up to de Ridder. For fighters who move up weight classes, this seems like a good idea because, as Tye stated, it's a bit inconvenient cutting and gaining weight every now and then. Less than a month removed from his clash with the Dutch Knight in Denver, Tye Ruotolo's twin brother Kade Ruotolo will also make his own return to the circle, defending his one lightweight submission grappling world championship against veteran Tommy Langaker. The bout will go down at One Fight Night 11 on June 9th when the promotion returns to the legendary Lumpini Boxing Stadium in Bangkok. But Tye Ruotolo already has plans for the future in his mind, and they do involve his brother Kade. While Tye is currently going to fight de Ridder at middleweight by moving up from his lightweight category, one cannot ignore the fact that his brother is the lightweight submission grappling champ right now. And so the logical question is, will Tye challenge his brother for the lightweight belt? While he's not exactly thrilled about the idea of fighting his brother on such a large stage, Ruotolo believes they could make it work.
Fighting my brother would be crazy. I don't know if it's going to happen at 170. It definitely could. We got to find the right time. I think we got to market it. It's not easy fighting your brother on a stage like that all the time. We've done it before, but that's a big stage. I don't know if he'll get saltier than normal. So we'll see.
Before Tye can think about fighting his brother for the title, he'll have to overcome the tough challenge of Reinier de Ridder first. If maybe he defeats de Ridder, he might not even need to step back into the lightweight class ever again if he's able to survive in the middleweight class at One Championship. Do you think Tye is good enough for the middleweight class at One Championship? Let us know in the comments below. And while you're at it, we'd love to know whether you've enjoyed the video so far. If so, please subscribe to Valor Strategy Grappling and hit the bell icon so you don't miss out on the upcoming videos. With that said, let's move on to our next news of the day. Former UFC interim welterweight champion Colby Covington recently made waves in the MMA world by announcing that he has achieved the coveted black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. For a wrestler with a background in NCAA Division I, this achievement is nothing short of extraordinary and is a testament to his exceptional skills and hard work. The multi-time title challenger remarked, "Master Colby unlocked." This recent development has elevated expectations and piqued the curiosity of many, leaving them wondering how this new addition will influence his upcoming fights. Covington's grappling abilities and ground game mastery have always been regarded as formidable, but the attainment of his black belt takes it to a whole new level. It's a momentous achievement that signifies his relentless dedication and hard work to the craft, and it will undoubtedly make him an even more imposing force in the cage. Twitter user Andriata Fabio congratulated Chaos for his achievement and stated, "Congrats, brother." Another user, KCJ516, mentioned, "Colby walking the streets of Florida like." Social media user Rusaj poked fun and stated, "How are you a black belt? When's the last time you finished anybody in a fight?" Goat of Goats, MMA, commented, "Dude buys girls to stand with him in photo ops, now he bought a black belt and calls himself a master?" What are your thoughts on Colby getting his black belt? Do you think he's become an even better fighter compared to what he was? Or whether he just bought the belt from somewhere? Sound off in the comments below. Now let's move into the world of bare knuckles, where the fight between Luke Rockhold and Mike Perry is heating up. In a recent interview with MMA Underground's John Morgan, Mike Perry gave a glimpse into his mindset as he gears up for his highly anticipated bout against Rockhold. The fight, which is set to headline BKFC 41 at Colorado's One Steebank Center this Saturday, has Perry fully focused and ready to go. Although Perry is widely recognized for his grappling expertise throughout his MMA career, he's keenly aware of Rockhold's punching power and isn't taking it lightly. However, Perry is confident in his own abilities, and has even proclaimed himself to have the firmest skull in combat. This conviction only adds to the excitement and anticipation of what's to come when he takes on Rockhold on April 29th.
You know, he's a big challenge, and I'm excited about it. To face a former world champion, and it's up a weight class, a bigger guy. A lot of people who do understand things about the sport know the differences in our weight classes, and you know, we're gonna see what happens when we take the gloves off and we fight as if we were out hanging with our friends on a Saturday night, getting a little tipsy, and some loudmouth in the corner wants to talk trash. What are you gonna do? Are you gonna put up or shut up? So, you know, I'm looking to shut him up, and it's all respect.
For Platinum Mike Perry, it will be a familiar dance in the squared circle. However, for his opponent, Luke Rockhold, it's uncharted territory. As the two square off in their first ever bare-knuckle boxing match, Perry is determined to welcome Rockhold to the sport in a way he will never forget. The anticipation is mounting as the countdown begins, and fight fans around the world are eagerly awaiting the carnage that will unfold. Let's talk about the last news of the day, which you'll love for sure. A true MMA fan can hardly forget the debut match of Garry Goodridge at UFC 8 back in 1996. Pitted against Paul Herrera, Goodridge showed off his mighty elbows as he took over the world with a flawless victory. Not only did Big Daddy rise victorious over Herrera, but he also won over the fans with a superior demonstration of the Crucifix hold. Well, it seems like Garry Goodridge's UFC debut has been brought back into the limelight after a viral video on Twitter, shared by Fight Haven, showed a man trapped in a crucifix hold crying for help. The caption on the video read, "Dude gets caught up in a BJJ crucifix." MMA fans flooded the comments section, recalling Goodridge's fight against Herrera, where a similar position was used. Some found the cries for help absolutely hilarious. Few of the fans were arguably sarcastic about the man's cries for help. And then there were fans who were reminded of the infamous victory secured by Big Daddy at UFC 8. Some even said that the man was being helped since Goodridge's devastating elbows were missing. Joe Rogan's admiration for the crucifix technique was on full display in episode #1900 of his widely popular podcast, The JRE. The veteran commentator and martial artist was left in awe of the effectiveness of the hold, as he explained to his listeners. Rogan went on to describe the position as a terrible one to be caught in, underscoring the power of the crucifix hold. With both arms immobilized, the victim of the technique is left with little option but to submit to their opponent. The world of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu has an array of impressive techniques, including this fan-favorite crucifix position. While the technique may not always be effective in real-life situations, it still remains a favorite among fans of the sport. What are your thoughts on the crucifix? Let us know in the comments down below. And that concludes our news recap for today. Share your highlight of the day in the comments section below.